Hi friends, welcome back to Brilliant Blue Reviews. My name is Heather, and in this video I'm going to be giving you a quick review of the new live action version of How to Train Your Dragon. Now, I'm filming this video on Thursday, June 26th, and my son Ben and I saw this movie on Monday, June 23rd. And the reason I'm only making my review now, I usually like to try to make my movie reviews and all my reviews within a few hours of having seen or read or whatever the thing, or at the very least the next day. I've had a bunch of stuff going on this week that kind of prevented me from having time to film this review, and also the weather has not been great. Now, it's decent enough light right now, but I had a terrible time having light to film this review because it's been gray and raining yesterday, poured down rain all day. So I apologize that I have not gotten this review out sooner. I realize that this movie has been out for almost 2 weeks already. I do like to try to get my reviews out to you as soon as possible, but in this case, I just had a little bit of trouble, so I apologize for that. Also, because it's been a few days and I've had a whole bunch of things happening in my life in between, I don't remember everything very well. I definitely do not have the fresh perspective from the movie that I had when we first came out of it, when I was in a very good mood and everything was going great, okay? But I do remember that we both really liked it a lot, and I gave it 4 out of 5 stars, and Ben would also, he said 5 out of 5, and then he said if it was on a scale of 10, that he would give it a 9 out of 10. So not quite perfect for him, but I think he actually even liked it better than I did. We both do very much like the original animated How to Train Your Dragon film. It has been a very long time since I've seen that, and I think that Ben remembered it and has watched it more recently than I have. He was pointing out like specific things like this is exactly like the animated film. And I do remember also that I liked the second How to Train Your Dragon animated film better than the first one. The movie, as far as we can tell, is almost a straight-on duplicate or replication of the original animated feature. They don't make any really drastic changes of any kind. The story is the same, the setting is the same, the characters are the same. They tried to match the actors really, really closely, the costuming, everything. So it's really not different. I mean, I'm sure there are some differences, and I'm sure there's probably a video on Ms. Mojo or something where you can watch that would tell you the exact differences, like top 10 differences between the animated and the new one. But overall, they're basically the same, except for the fact that this one is live action. Now, it is set on the Isle of Berk, like the first one. For the purposes of filming, we waited all the way through the credits to make sure. It was filmed in Iceland. Okay, very dramatic scenery. I even question, it didn't say this, but I even wonder if some of it was filmed in the Faroe Islands. And if you don't know where the Faroe Islands are, look it up. But it had that look. So it was definitely, North Atlantic, very rugged, green, really beautiful scenery. So there's live action, real scenery in the backgrounds. The actors are all live action. Everything is live action like that. The only thing that's CGI is the dragons. The dragons are kind of goofy and fun, and there's a wide variety of them. They're really a lot like dinosaurs, very similar to how they were in the animated film. I mean, that they were able to replicate really exactly because they were animated then and they're computer animated now. So the dragons really look pretty much the same. They did a really terrific job matching the actors. Gerard Butler did the voice of Hiccup's father in the animated movie, and he, the actor, plays the character of Hiccup's father in this movie. So that was an exact, same guy. There's 6 kids, Hiccup and the other teenagers that are training to kill dragons is what they're originally doing in the story. They are a good, almost an exact match too. The one character, especially Hiccup is really good. The one character that is the most different from how she's depicted in the animated feature is Astrid. And it bugged Ben because Astrid in the original animated feature is blonde. She's very blonde. She has like white blonde hair. and she was like a brunette with a little bit of blonde streaks here and there in this one. I really liked Astrid in this movie. I really liked the character of Astrid. I really liked the actress who played her and everything. But he had a point that she's a little less spirited, I guess you will, and a little bit more flat personality-wise in this live action one than she was in the animated one. But it didn't bother me. I still really liked the character of Astrid, and I thought she was fine. It did bug Ben a little bit that she didn't look exactly the same the way all the other characters did. And that was just a choice in the casting. It's a very fun, entertaining movie. There's comedy, there's some inspiring messages, there's some positive messages for your kids. There's a couple of scary parts, like later on with the things that happen at the dragon's nest where they go to and stuff, that are a little bit frightening. I probably would not recommend this for younger children. Similar to other animated and live action remakes, basically, if you've got a straight-on remake, you know, like Disney's reimagining of Aladdin or Beauty and the Beast or Mulan or any of those, and stuff like this, where How to Train Your Dragon, the animated, and How to Train Your Dragon, the live action, my general recommendation is this. Think of the animated ones as better for younger children, and think of the live action ones as better for older children and adults. Okay, older children, older elementary, middle school, high school, and up, okay? And there's 3 reasons for this. One is animation is just a little bit more engaging and appealing to younger audiences anyway, just visually. Secondly, they're longer. The live action movies are longer. They're a little bit more difficult for younger children to sit through. So like this movie was 2 hours exactly, I think, almost. The animated versions are going to be shorter, you know, maybe 90 minutes, 75 minutes even, you know, sometimes. So that's the second reason. The third reason is there's going to be more character development, more dramatic stuff, more subject matter content, and possibly more scary things in the live action remakes than there would be in the original animated versions. So that's my general recommendation, and I would stick to that for this movie too. Elementary, lower elementary, younger kids, stick with the animated version. You're, you know, maybe 4th, 5th grade and older, the live action will be good. I do think kids will really enjoy this movie, but I think they need to be older. Just the length alone is going to be hard for younger children to sit through. But it's very entertaining. It's a really good story. We liked it a lot. We would highly recommend the live action version of How to Train Your Dragon. 4 to 5 stars from both me and my son, Ben. It's in theaters now. There is a regular version and a 3D version if your cinema offers it. It usually costs an extra $1 or $2 to see the 3D version. I don't particularly personally like 3D, so I don't ever usually do that, but it is an option if you wanted to see it in 3D. Thanks so much for taking the time to watch this review. I hope it was helpful or interesting to you. If it was, please be sure to give me a thumbs up and stay tuned and make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss my upcoming movie reviews. Have a great day, everyone, and I'll see you next time.